Well, hey guys, thanks for checking out Next Level Carpentry. I've got a question for you. If all your cordless tools were stolen today, would you replace them with the exact same tools, or would you take advantage of unfortunate circumstances and switch to upgraded replacements? Well, I had to answer that question for myself recently, and I chose to re-up with Makita and ACME tools because they're still the best option for my use and needs for both Next Level Carpentry and for my day job. I was forced to make that decision after a routine stop at a local big box store a while back. I was hauling a pocket door frame that was too long to close the tailgate and just needed to pick up a few items. I had the tonneau cover closed to cover the bed, so I just left the tailgate down and headed into the store without thought or concern for security. I admit I've been cavalier about leaving things exposed in the back of my truck while shopping recently because it's been decades since I've had a problem. Besides, I figured it's broad daylight outside, and who's going to risk getting caught on security cameras stealing stuff? When I got back to the truck, I made a quick check in the bed to make sure nothing would fall out on the way to the job site. Everything looked okay, but then I did a double take and realized the reason no tools would fall out is that there were no longer any tools to fall out, and thought, did somebody actually steal my tools? It was an embarrassing realization that yes, the Makita tools I loaded earlier to use on a job site that day were G-O-N-E, gone. I couldn't believe it, but went right back into the store and asked the manager if they could review video from their security camera for the 15 minutes I was shopping inside. Sure enough, it turns out that while I was away from the truck, lowlifes in a white Jeep, who were probably cruising the parking lot, spotted the low-hanging fruit tucked well under the tonneau cover of my truck, swung into a nearby spot, and, in broad mid-morning daylight, brazenly reached in and grabbed the 18-volt Makita flashlight, impact driver, circular saw, driver drill, and batteries right out of the truck bed without hesitation, fear, or shame, and sped away. I immediately started the Byzantine process of filing a report with local police to report the theft and reporting the incident to my insurance company to file a claim. Unfortunately, because of the location of the security camera on the building in relation to where I parked, the video footage was too pixelated to get a license plate number, so the crooks got away to steal another day. The stolen tools varied in age. I bought the newest ones 5 years ago in 2018. Others were purchased in 2013, and I bought the oldest ones clear back in 2009 when I initially made the switch to Makita from DeWalt. There's been a lot of changes in cordless tools over those 14 years. So I reevaluated what's available to weigh my options, since I was in an ideal position to change to a different brand platform if I wanted to. As you all know, this decision involves a lot more than just buying replacement tools, because there's factors like batteries, chargers, carrying cases, etc. that can cost as much or more than the tools themselves. The whole battery thing is enough to swing the decision in itself. So after considering my needs and preferences and what options are available, I reached out to my friends at ACME Tools to make arrangements to replace the tools I lost. I need to tell you that ACME Tools is not sponsoring this video, but did send me these new Makita tools to talk about in our collaboration agreement. I chose ACME because they have an excellent selection of Makita tools, their staff is knowledgeable about the Makita product line, and they have competitive pricing. Plus, I have an affiliate relationship with them for all the reasons I just listed. Sure enough, it was just a short time before these brand new replacement Makita tools showed up on my doorstep. If you're scrutinizing the video, you'll notice that some of the new tools were already unboxed because I needed to unbox the tools and use them on the job site before I could get around to shooting this video. And just like that, the new tools are ready to be put to work, meeting the demands of the challenging projects I take on here at Next Level Carpentry and on my day job, where I do custom design build remodeling work for discerning clients. As everyone knows, there's a whole lot of other brands and options to choose from out there, but I've found that Makita's quality, features, and selection are a near perfect fit for my requirements, and ACME is my go-to place for tool shopping at times like this. I like the fact that Makita tools are lightweight and compact, batteries last a long time, and they have plenty of power to do everything I need them to do in the shop and out on the job site. And these 18-volt lithium-ion tools are packed with useful features like bright LED work lights, easy-to-read switches, and the circular saw is a blade that tilts past 45 degrees and features its own bright LED work light for following a cut line in circumstances where task lighting is far from ideal. I also like that battery size, weight, power, and function don't restrict what I need the tools to do either. The fact that Makita's 18-volt lithium-ion battery and charger platform work with such a wide range of tools is also a key factor in my choice and preference. I've got more amazing Makita tools in my arsenal than the ones featured in this video, but luckily I wasn't carrying my full Makita tool inventory with me in the truck the day I was robbed. It's probably a little hard to believe that an old school guy like me is able to work quickly, professionally, and profitably with power tools that are made almost entirely out of plastic. Compared to my old school skill saw model HD 5825, which is a 6.5-inch worm drive corded saw, the Makita XSS01Z seems like a tinker toy. But its performance, precision, features, and ergonomics more than make up for its diminutive size. The brushless cordless drill and impact driver are tough enough for heavy use during construction, but small and light enough to be my go-to tools for finish work like cabinetry and hardware. Rounding out this collection is the 18-volt flashlight, which is just icing on the cake because it's lightweight, bright, lasts for many, many hours, and last but not least, uses the same battery and charger platform as the rest of the tools. Well, I think that's just about enough infomercializing for one video, and at least now you know where I stand when it comes to Makita cordless tools and to ACME tools as the best choice for sourcing them. As for me, I'm going to get these batteries charged up so I can put these tools to work and tell you, as always, and until next time, thanks for watching. Charge, charge. Oh yeah, even this video has an end of the end of the end, where I want to say that it's a sad state of affairs when those who steal and steal tools from others are bold enough to steal in broad daylight and have no shame or guilt. Well, I hope you don't have to experience theft of your tools or the embarrassing and costly consequences of leaving stuff out in the open where it's low-hanging fruit for low-life thieves to consider Makita tools from ACME as your go-to for getting things done. If my misfortune inspires you to use common sense and precaution, keep your valuables secure, and have a good insurance policy in place, then this episode is a little less painful from it. Now, if anyone recognizes the vehicle shown in this security footage or knows someone sporting a new arsenal of used Makita cordless tools with no explanation, let me know, would you? And if the thieves who stole my tools happen to see this video, shame on you. You may think crime pays, but when you realize the batteries in your new old tools are tired and weak and go to replace them, you'll find that often when you get something you think is free, you've paid too much. Keep in mind that what goes around comes around, and be very careful using that little circular saw. I trained it to sneak up on thieving fingers, and every time you pull the trigger, it's going to try and bite you. And you'd do well to remember, you've got to be lucky all the time, but the saw, it only has to be lucky once.